All right, I'm going to go through some charts here that have my interest. A lot of times these that I'm posting these videos, they're not necessarily just for tomorrow. They're charts that are going to be on watch for the next several days because of recent action. I had three 22-inch monitors. A few weeks ago, I upgraded to three more. So now I have six 22-inch monitors. And as you'll see this, as you watch the video, you'll see why. I mean, I like to have a whole bunch of charts that I can watch that have had recent passion or are near breakout. And if you can have that many charts where you can watch it, you can almost always find something to trade on any given day. So HSOL, big volume pop today and up over this 350 area, certainly could continue. And as along those lines, I'll just rip through a few other of the cheap solars. YGE, a volume pop there and heading up. What was another one? TSL tried to break out today. Anyway, that one, these things all look good. CSUN is a really low volume one, but it can really move nicely at times. So there's some of the low volume solars. ZBB, now this one looks like it needs to come in more, but whenever I have a 10 plus million share day and a huge 2-day move, I want to see a couple red days. And again, you throw something like this on a chart for about a week or so, especially if you've got the monitor real estate to put a bunch of charts up, this one could give a nice intraday trade. And I'll tell you what, adding those three monitors has really helped my trading. I tried to tell my wife, hey, it's going to be worth it. It absolutely was. I mean, I don't know how much my bottom line or my average daily gains have improved, but significantly just by adding three monitors. And I actually used to trade with one monitor and used to scoff at people that said you need two or three or multiple monitors. I said I don't need all that. Man, is it nice, and it really does pay for itself very quickly. All right, DARA gapped up the other day and now a few days down, and then gapped up again and a couple days down. This one deserves to be on bounce watch. Now there's just a specific way I'll trade this, and so I may not trade it at all. But if it can trade in a narrow range and then approach its early high, like it's going to break out in the afternoon, we could get a nice trade on that. And there's other ways too, but that's just a quick example. AVG lands on one of my charts. Big volume spike here. It's worked its way back up. Kind of a lower volume red day today, but a narrow range. So AVG goes on watch. LO, again, you'll notice a pattern. Big volume a couple days ago, now coming in. Perfect setup for a possible intraday breakout, on Friday or Monday or Tuesday, who knows. But LO certainly lands itself on a chart. Along those same lines, you could do the same thing with RAI. Those two move together. Let's see, I've got some lower volume ones here. OXBT, we had a nice trade in that one today. It still looks good. It just needs to get back up through 8, on some volume. Could have a big move one day. CNET, some of these will be ridiculously low volume, but they're still worth having on a chart. You see the big move here from $1 something to almost 280. Whenever you have that, over the next few weeks, it should be on a chart. I haven't called a trade in this one in days, okay? Or I don't even know if I've called a trade in this one yet, but I probably will one of these days if it gives the proper setup. So again, deserves to be on a chart. CETV, another lower volume one, but a really big move there. About a week ago, and coming down to the 8-day moving average, testing what was what was past resistance, little bottoming tail. So this one is on long watch for Friday. XGTI had a monster trade in this one a couple days ago, 7 cents risk, and it moved up over $2 after my call. I'd like this one to come in a little more, but I bet you over the next week we get some really nice trades based on intraday setups on that one. CPSL, I just found going through some charts. Now this is, I can't believe how thin this was. It traded 2,000 shares this day, 3,000, 8,000. So as you go across, then all of a sudden 1.8 million. So it's probably got like, a few million shares in the float, and that's why it's able to do that. And that one's probably got nasty spreads too. I've never watched it trade, but I just found it looking through my, recent action and today's high percentage gainers. So you know what? I'm throwing it on a chart. I don't know if we'll get a trade in it, but over the next week or two, you may get a great setup in that one. LIVE it's made a huge move here, and then a lower high bounce and a couple days down, back nearing support and the 20-day. So LIVE goes on bounce watch. MVIS, again, another huge mover recently. Doesn't cost me anything to have these on charts, guys. OPTT. I know this is a big list. Hence the 6 monitors, right? OPTT, one of these days if it gets up over this kind of trend line, whoops, could make a big move. I'm trying to get a line to draw here. One of these days you get up, out of this little pattern here, could make a big move. But this one makes nice intraday moves at times. Even though it closed near its lows of the day, we had a nice long trade in that one today. You get in, get out, right? HPJ. These are my really low volume stocks that I'm showing you here. I like this move, and now a few days down, deserves a chart, right? Deserves to be on a chart. IFON. Again, over the next week or so, I bet we get a trade in that one. PSTI, big volume move today, broke above about a month's worth of trading, and you can see another potential catalyst here to the left, a recent high in mid-January. So one of these days, if we get over today's high, if we get over 436, there's a good chance we'll get through this 460 something high and really move. So that one deserves to be on a chart. PXLW, almost done here. Big move today. That one lands on a chart. PPHM. Can't type that one for some reason. Big day and a half move. Closed near its lows today, but that one, I bet you we get a trade in that next few days. And BORN looks like it needs to come in some still, but worth having on a chart. You can see back here, this one can make big moves at times. So there's my normal volume plays and my lower volume plays that I'll be watching on Friday. And sadly, we'll add stuff as we find gappers in the morning as well. But if anyone has any questions on my setup, I've got a lot of my members in the chat room have asked me for the specs of my setup. I'll be happy to share with you the video card I'm using and the monitors. I've got links to all that. If you're interested, you can shoot me an email. All right, I'm going to quit babbling. We'll see you guys tomorrow.